Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. I've gone back to the inn, I've rested, I've got more camping supplies. It is time for us to go further into this second floor of what is a very, very dangerous old temple. So we are looking for rooms that are fairly small to go into. Let's just check along the corridor first, make sure there's nothing more. Alright, so there's water. That I imagine is our main issue. Let's try this room. Seems clear. Seems clear. Seems less clear than I initially anticipated. Okay, so we have a shadow here. Shadows are weaker than shades. So what we want to do is we want to set Edier. We want to go, Edier, ignore the shadow. Your job is shades. We want to get a Loth. A Loth, you need to like stand here. We want us to be standing there. When Durant, you go get the shadow. This is not good. Go get the shade. Aloth, let's use your little blast thing here. We will attack the shade. Okay. We need to have this weapon out. Crossbow. Aloth, I know I didn't give you a job, so let's get you to attack like this. We got the shadow just by kind of generic AoE attacks. Okay. Hit with your Holy Radiance here. We'll switch to our Battle Axe. Try and blind the shade. And also, in doing that, also hurt it quite a lot. Okay, this shade is badly injured. Oh, the shadow would just disappear. No, it's just appeared because the other shadow was more injured. We want to take a step back. We're not currently being attacked as Aloth, so what we want to do is we're being attacked. Okay, we do want to fire. We want to take like another step. Fire. No. Fire. Right. That was perfect. It killed the shadow and the shade and the shadow are left. Right. Fire. One more. Burn them all. I don't know why he only says now, but you know what? I kind of prefer it than this fool shout. Right. You attack it. We will attack this one. In fact, everyone knows what they're doing. Edier, you can also knock it over if you can. There we go. It's kind of knocked over. Lots of damage coming in. A little bit more damage. There we go. Should go down the next round of combat, I reckon. There we go. Hey. Wasn't too difficult. We did have to use 2 of his Aloth's level 1 spells, but not too bad. And then this will turn off the water. I can only assume that that'll turn off the water. Because it's a wheel next to water.
Quick and
so
quiet.
We'll leave it there. The reason we'll leave it there is because we don't know what that does. And we don't know what else is in here that we want to deal with. This looks like a really big room. So we're going to head into this smaller room here. Okay, looks clear. Let's quickly save. Take a couple steps in. Reveal. What have we got? Shadow, 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 shadow. Perfect. I'm okay with fighting shadows. Head in. Fight. Aloth, I need you to head into the side and we will head directly in there.
How may I help?
Get further over here. Fire. Hit them with the edge of the fire. Right. We want to get that shadow that's about to go for Aloth. Now we want to get out of the way. Okay, that's not good. What just happened there is definitely not described as good. We will need to be like halfway out the door to actually hit these with the fire. Even a little bit further. We could hit 1 with the fire if we're in this corner. You know, I don't think we're hitting on fire. I think we should just use his basic ability, hit 3. Do you have Holy Radiance up? You do. Good. We'll Holy Radiance everything. Should give a bit of AoE death and healing. Here we go. 1 down. This shadow should fall. One more hit in the back for this one. And then we're all on this one shadow. It's down. Good. No problemo. Let's get the healing. Well, not healing. Let's go stuff and healing. And what we got? Missile spell. Definitely. That can go to you. A book. Lockpicks, which can go to us, I think. Yeah. Money. Book is called The Dozens. Scarcely a decade ago, on the Evandware Bridge, 7 men and 5 women fought valiantly to protect their homeland. They volunteered for the mission knowing it was up to them, and them alone, to prevent Saint Waden from crossing the bridge. Oh, so Saint Waden was, like, only 10 years ago. So these tales about him are fairly, you know, it's not like there's been 1,000 years since Saint Waden rose up. It's like, it's been 10 years, so these tales probably haven't been blown completely out of proportion. Alright. They succeeded, even though they lost all but 4 of their number in battle, and Waedwin was on the bridge when the Godhammer detonated. The final 4 were lost in the blast as well, their sacrifice a testament to their dedication. The Dozens, a group ostensibly formed for their protection of the Dyrwood, was founded in the honour of these men and women. Indeed, these 12 men and women are posthumously regarded by the Dozen as their true founders. Initially, the group dedicated itself to protecting Dyrwood from invasion, patrolling the borders tirelessly in search of Red Sarian forces regrouping for another attack. When that attack never materialized, many of the Dozen thought the next threat might come from Ethosian loyalists living in Dyrwood and began to turn their attention within. All new members of the Dozen are required to swear an oath to remember the sacrifice of their founders and remain vigilant against Red Ceres and any followers of Ethos. To this end, the followers of Ethos are routinely harassed by the Dozens. The mindset of this group may be hard for some to understand, as fanatical devotion can sometimes overshadow the ideals. But the original Dozen knowingly sacrificed their lives for Dyrwood. From the Dozen's perspective, how can new members of the Dozens be any less committed to the country's welfare? What better way could there be to honour their founders? The Dozens are not a large group, but what they lack in size they make up for in fervent devotion to their cause and a gift for gaining the ear of commoners. This makes them a force to be reckoned with, and there is no more influential group in shaping the discourse around Wedwin's legacy. A small but very vocal minority of extremists in the group are calling for a new war with Red Ceres. Talk of purging the Dyrwood of all followers of Ethos is also being touted. More recently, they've begun to see the practice of all animancy as a possible cause of the legacy, and begun to take to the streets of Defiance Bay and the dirt roads of many distant settlements to make their case to the general public. Some point to this as one source of a recent surge in vigilantism and violence in the country. Okay, so Ethos was a religion that was everywhere, right? That's what I'm hearing. So, like, it was the main religion. Everyone believed in Ethos. Then Wedwin came, and he said, I am the prophet of Ethos. All these people didn't believe him. And this was in Red Ceres. Then what happened was, people near Red Ceres found that this was true, and he came to war. So he came to war, he died, but then he had a god hammer that exploded and caused a lot of trouble. His legacy is what's being touted as the curse. And Ethos followers who were not Red Saren and did not follow Saint Wedwin are being prosecuted, even though, just because Ethos in general has been tainted, even though they didn't believe that he was the prophet. I think I understand. Right, let's see what else we've got here. I think there may be more to the story that I'm not hearing as well. Ethosian prayer. And the sun shall break through the darkness, the new dawn arriving with the rebirth of the day. Rejoice, all ye who dwelleth in the shadow, who are broken and beaten. The winter soon comes to an end. Spring shall rise, bringing light and life to the world. Radiant light, radiant life, and thy soul shall find warmth in his arms. All creatures bask in his glory. The rays of his countenance bathe the world, bring an end to night, ushering in the day. Kneel before him and wonder at his benevolence. Feel the warmth of his radiant presence. If thou art is broken, he shall make thee whole. If thou art is in darkness, he shall bring thee to light. If thou art sinful, thou shalt be reborn. If thou art cold, his warmth shall bolster thee. How canst I, so lowly and worn, speak of words of proper adulation? Thine eyes whose gaze see the sin in me, yet still shows love. Thine hands who grip pulls me out the darkness. Thine ear is listening to my every prayer. Thine heart bright as the dawn, giving me warmth when I am raw. Ethos, light of springs, son of the world, thou giveth me life and purpose. If thine heart be black, if thine intention be impure, thy life is forfeit. For he hath seen, and he can see, and he will see. Nothing is hidden from his glory. If his light touches every corner of the world, nothing is hidden from his sight. If thou doesn't thy work in the dark, if thou wouldn't keep thy hidden actions hidden, thou shalt be burned in the sun of a new dawn. Day comes soon, prepare for the dawn, nothing is hidden from his reach. Fairly heavy-handed, kind of general sun god stuff there, I imagine. Okay, let's get some of this, and a crumpled note. The letter is fairly intact, though the parchment itself has been crumpled. Yes, dear, I know the temple baths boast both great healing properties, your back ails you still. Still, I would ask that if you were to indulge for the greater part of the day, you give your key over to the sanctum to someone for safekeeping. This is not the first time we've been forced to wait to perform the day's rites, and Ritrit's Obresa is often too far below to hear our knocking. Okay, so someone has the key to something, but not the person who should have it. Okay. Only one thing to look at here before we move on, as in and get that water gone, is...
I'll have this open in no time. That'll do
it. I
it.
can just open it. Yeah, I suspect maybe the key is in the water, judging by the fact that we just walked in here and opened it.
Leave it!
Go get him. Go get him.
Leave it to me!
Yeah. Do we have the right one out? We do have an axe out. Oh, I didn't mean to use escape there.
Hey.
Okay. Oh, and then this leads to another level down. Oh, so I guess maybe we should get rid of the water to see what happens. And we should also camp so Durance can heal up a little bit. Oh, and so we get our bonuses. Okay, let's see what we got. You hear the grinding noise beneath your feet and the rush of water. Oh, it was saying that he would be in the baths, and this is kind of meant to be like this is the waters where you would heal. I understand. Okay. Black ooze. Immune to prone.
Leave it to me.
Okay, let's just go for the big black ooze, I guess. We want to be crossbow. Right, move back. Hit the black ooze. No, just hit the black ooze. Durance. Oh my, Durance is almost dead. Heal, 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 heal. I don't know what we can do else. Why? I think Durance is just gonna fall. Durance needs to get his heal off almost instantaneously.
I fear we've lost the angry one. That's not very...
Oh, they're immune to one effect of this. What does it do? They're immune to daze. Okay.
Helpful?
We'll just try and hit them in there. We knock them over. They're immune to prone, but... Oh, we can't knock them over, obviously, but we can get the extra damage from that. We want to switch to our battle axe for the hit in the back on this ooze. And we definitely want to use blinding. Even though they can't be blinded, it does extra damage. There we go. That's the wrong one.
Yes.
We want to move back. Do we have any fire that we can... Can we get in this corner back? Like here? Maybe like one step further back? Fire? One step further back? One more step further back? We get a little bit of fire going on. They seem fine against fire. Maybe they have some frost resistance, it's saying? Okay. We'll try Ghost Blades as well, just to see what happens. Okay. Okay, Ghost Blades seem to be very effective. Let's pick up the loot and see what our little journal has to say about these guys, the ooze. An ooze is a mobile carnivorous mold that develops in dark, dank places that experience little to no regular traffic. Oozes fend off ambient bacteria, fungi, and small insects they grow, and they begin to seek larger prey, including humans, once they reach the size of a dog. Like all living creatures, they have a measure of soul essence, but their lack of intelligence and true nervous system make them mindlessly aggressive and difficult to deter. Their viscosity and mobility enable them to perform surprisingly nimble attacks, and they're capable of spitting corrosive enzymes to break down the flesh and armor. Some of the more dangerous variants of the species are disease vectors, making any confrontation with them especially perilous. So we don't know anything about black oozes, but lesser black oozes, we can kind of work out that they have a lot of... They've got some freeze resistance. And these are the robes of the person that we need the key from to open the door that we don't need because we already went through the door. Okay. What did you get as your negative? You got severe burn. Wow, that's a lot of dexterity down. That is a lot... Oh wait, so that's... Yeah, -2 dexterity and -8 damage reduction against burn. I dislike camping so soon after the last camp, but I think we should do it anyway.
I'll go on ahead.
Okay, there's our camp. We're going to head down. And we should be fine to see what we got. Phantom or ooze? Go for the phantom. That is shadow? Shadow, not fade. Okay. Definitely. Durance, what happens to you every fight? You just go in and you die. He's actually about to die straight away. Rapier, shadow. There's nothing I can do to save him, so to speak. Except maybe go for the black ooze and Eddie knocks over. Before it gets a turn? Yeah, okay. Oh, Durance is already down. Okay. At least we got the phantom. This is not the best collection that we could have. Try Grimoire Slamming. That didn't work. Okay. Eddie, I think you want to break to go hit the shadow. You want to go break to go knock down the shadow. Yeah, let's see. Can you hit it? Yeah, now we need to run. Get your weapon out.
Indeed.
Switch to fire. Keep going. Switch to fire. Burn. Burn. That didn't hit. That's weird. Ghost. Ghost blade. Oh, we got it. Okay. Ghost blade seems to do really well against these guys. What does Ghost blade do? Pierce damage. Oh, so the pierce damage does fairly well. Okay.
Damn it.
We're down, but we have killed most of them. Okay. Black oozes are a problem, but not an insurmountable problem. We do have constant recovery, which seems to be enough to keep us at full. Okay, go get it.
You're not getting through me.
It's gonna take a while, but go get him. Unactivate slow mode. Okay, it won't let us go into fast mode for this, but we basically know what's gonna happen. Like, we're either gonna kill it or we're not gonna kill it. Okay, keep slicing. Before we fall, we'll second wind. At least we got like a over 60% chance of hitting it each time. Yeah. Heal.
Leave it to me.
There we go. We should be able to take it. Yeah. Should be. It doesn't have that much deflection, so it should be fairly easy to hit, in theory. There we go. Good hit. 2 more good hits will be it. 8 damage. I don't know what its health is. We can only guesstimate. Oh, no. Hit it. You got another hit in. Come on, you can get another hit in. You did it. Well done. We'll grab the loot. We'll grab more loot. Grab some of this. And then I guess we're heading back to the inn and healing. But you won't need to see all that. Okay, we're back from the inn. We got a few more things. And we're just seeing if there's anything to look at. The pool. The still dark waters are reflective as black glass. Okay. Sneak around a little bit more. There shouldn't be too much more this direction to see. Like, at all. I really hope this isn't a short way out the other direction. Oh no. I think this is the short way out to the inn. There's a screech of metal and snapping noise as you pull the lever. Oh no, this is all the dead bodies we need to find. Perfect.
Remind me never to help kill my god again.
What's that? Oh my. Okay. Lost Spirit, the light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of a standing figure. Features a blur of mist or smoke before the world tilts. It is as if you have stepped sideways and into a new life. You are racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grab your arm and steady you. A fellow acolyte who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past a shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards the narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of flames reveals a familiar face. For a moment your awareness spans time and identity, and you think that Wharton has joined you here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory, he glances at you for a moment, then he looks past at someone else. "I'll come back once they're gone," he's saying. You're being pressed along the crowd, and his words are growing faint. "Just keep quiet, we can't take any chances." Inside the vault, golden relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose from one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There's only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles onto you like a cloak. The candles have all burnt away. You know now too, with a sick certainty, that nobody is coming. There's a cracking noise somewhere to your left, a wet, slurping gurgle, and a ragged sob. You cannot see, so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen, which digs after what body, and which digs after what water a body may provide. You hear in the faint murmuring to your right a familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You're too tired to do harm. The thirst is like a fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat. Every breath is a struggle that leeches strength from you. There is light, they say, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases you, and you come back to yourself in pieces. Your vision clears and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast into the muted hues by sickly illumination of the souls, drifting like fading fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. I'm going to say nothing, I think. The spirit seems to withdraw into itself. You sense less of its fear and confusion as it recedes, but the soul lingers still. No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. Let's gather the remains, I think. You spend a few moments gathering up what you can find of the bones of the priests. It proves heavy but gruesome burden. You manage to recover them all. 180 experience.
Nice and quiet.
Okay. So Wharton told all of the people to come down here and hide, and then said, "I'll come back for you," and then just didn't. That's awful. Okay, Scroll of Tangle Fruit, that's for you. Scroll of Spirit Shield, you might as well have it. Turquoise and money can go there.
I'll have this open in no time.
Nice little
As
thing we can
promised.
just unlock. Ooh, that is a nice mace. Are we good with flails? I think flails might be one of ours. Converts graze into hit is fantastic. Actually, that would be fantastic for Edier, because Edier's accuracy isn't very high, so he's often going to graze, but if his grazes turn into hits, that's a lot more damage. Draining? What's draining? 20% of damage is endurance. This looks like Edier's weapon through and through. Edier, we should definitely think about that for you. And pry bar. Okay. What is the pry bar used for? It's effective for opening containers. Okay. So, Edier, do you come with any special stuff? Like, do you come with any default things? You don't come with anything in particular, I don't think. You just come with your normal set of stuff. Okay, so he doesn't get any bonuses to certain types of weapons by default. Does anyone else, by the way? I just want to check this. I don't think they do. No. No, I don't think he gets anything else by default. And a Loth, you don't get anything either. Cool. Let's head back to inventory. I think that this would be better. let's compare. So it does less damage, but assuming that his accuracy is low enough that he'll often graze, this is actually reasonably good, and it heals him. And I think Fine's damage is not included in the damage calculation. Oh no, it is. That is included in the damage calculation. Because it says base is 10 to 15 plus Fine is the 15% damage. Okay, but he gets extra accuracy from it as well. I think it's better. I really think it's better, especially because of the draining. I think that's a huge, huge advantage. This leaves us with a one-handed sword. Can we use swords? Because it may be better for us. Although we'd lose the bonus crit damage, it would give us more accuracy. Is sword one of the ones in our list of knight focus? Sword is indeed there. So, I think maybe we want to just switch to a sword. Now, this means that let's compare. We get a little bit more damage constantly. Plus, we get a little bit. So this is 0.5 crit damage to the multiplier. So this means that our crits would do more. However, it doesn't give us more crits. This one, however, gives us more crits because we have higher accuracy. And it gives us more damage base. I think this is better. I think this is more consistent. I think the Fine Sword will definitely work out better in the long run. Okay.
Hey.
Cool. A few more containers to open here. Bit of loot. A bit more loot. And some of the gold leaf on these relics have chipped away to reveal the wood beneath. There are tooth marks upon the bowls. There are faint scratches upon the brickwork by the door hinges. The stand rocks unsteady on its base. It seems the mechanism is broken. Oh, so they actually broke the they broke the mechanism for the... Oh, right. So what they've done... Well, they were trying to break out and they were hitting things against the door. But because it was stone, they couldn't get through. So they were really struggling to get out of there. We're going to definitely going to have a word with Wharton at the very least. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll confront Wharton and see what he has to say for himself. See you then.